One.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round one of season 18 of Wheel to Wheel Racing. We've got split two tonight, and we have travelled to Belgium to the lovely Spa circuit. With me on comms tonight, I've got our good friend Al at Dad. How you going, Al?
Good evening. No, I'm doing well, thank you very much. Looking forward to the race. There's quite some different choices of cars tonight, so it'll be quite interesting how everybody drives.
Yeah, it certainly will. And on visuals tonight and helping out with comms as well, it's my good friend, and I know he's your good friend too, Black Sugar. How are you,
Yay.
Sugar?
Good. Thank you very much. I'm a bit of a virgin with this, with the visuals, so hopefully I don't mess it up. Yeah, no, this should be this should be good. I'm looking forward to this to see what kind of speeds we're going to get out of these guys.
Yeah, that's right. Now, it's a little bit of a new look season for Wheel to Wheel. There's no teams this season. Everyone's a privateer, so everyone picks their own car.
Yeah, and that seems to have been quite popular. We've got quite a few who have come back, and they're looking forward to being able to drive in whatever car they want. It sounds good.
Yeah, some of the the good cars always get picked: the Supras, the Corvettes, the Porsche. But there's a fairly good mix through the grid there. There's some cars that we haven't seen before, couple of Lexuses. Should be
Genesis
some exciting racing. Yeah, Genesis in there as well. And each car's got their strengths and weaknesses. So it'll a car might be stronger at one part of the track, where another car might be stronger at a different part of the track. So could make some exciting racing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other thing too is because there's no teams, there's just a wide range of liveries on the track, which looks pretty spectacular.
They look fantastic, don't they?
From the viewer's point of view, and even from driving, just watching the cars go around, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a bit hard not to be distracted by the liveries when you're racing close to someone. I spend more time looking at their livery than where I'm meant to be looking.
Yeah.
So I've got about a minute to go before they probably kick it off. Of you guys, who do you think is in with a chance here tonight?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
It is open the door of it because, like we were saying before, everybody's chosen a different car, there's different strategies. It really does make it quite difficult to choose who the better driver is. But I'm going to pick Hodes. Hodes is pretty quick up there, and he's driving the car that I'm also picked for the season. So he's picked the Renault, so that's car of my choosing too. So
That's a nice car.
it is a nice car to drive.
Yeah.
So
It's not so good on the straights, but it's quite nice to corner. And I think Tidgeny was saying it's a great beginner car, so it worked really well for you and me.
There's quite a few quick guys in here too. Like some of these guys dabbled a little bit in Div 1 last season. You got Parrot, Wrestler, Brutal, Troy. Viper can put together a good lap as well.
Yeah.
Gimp Man's in the Audi, which is an absolute weapon. It can bite you though if you're not careful with it. But it'll be interesting to see how he goes in that. He's had a bit of speed during practice this week. So.
Oh yeah. What are we thinking about the VB powered Brutal? Like I think he might be in for a chance for a podium here. He's super quick.
It's always a chance that he'll end up on the podium, young Brutal. Depends on how many of his sponsors' drinks he's had before the race.
Well, he's enjoying donuts at the moment. Going
Oh, who doesn't enjoy donuts?
That's right. That's right. If you want the best donuts, where do you go?
To Howard Springs Bakery, of course, in Howard Springs, Darwin.
Howard Springs. Yep. There we go. I think Alec, Dad, and I we need to go and make a special trip out there because I really got to try these donuts and that special pie. Apparently, do you want a award for a pie?
I won an award for my donuts. Thanks for bringing that up. I'll talk about it as much as I can.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we entered a baking comp not long ago, and we picked up a couple of prizes, so that was good.
Oh, that's.
I'm just gonna. I'll let Hammy know that we're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Zoo's in the chat here. He's viewing Broken Spoke. Nice drive tonight, Zoo.
Yeah, picked up a third place in race 2. Well done.
Oh, nice.
In the Corvette. In the Corvette. All right.
Oh,
So
parents
we've
on
got...
mediums.
Oh, that's not going to help his lap time.
Not really.
The qualifying tonight is for race 1 is a hot lap, so you do your out lap and one flying lap. What I think with some of these guys, you'd probably be looking at the low 17s, maybe even a high 16 for a qualifying time.
That's alien times, that is. These guys are amazing.
Well, once they sort of get up onto the Camel Straight, we'll run through a few of them too once their orders sort out.
Once they've figured out their...
Okay, where we go? I'm still saying that Troy's
up.
That
is interesting. On it.
Oh no, it's sorted out now.
There we
Hammy.
go.
Yep.
In front. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Hammy, and he's driving the Toyota Supra tonight. A lovely looking livery on that. Behind him, we've got Gimp Man, as previously mentioned, in the Audi.
Nice colours there.
Yeah, it's a colour shift he's got on that car. Looks good in the sun, that's for sure. Behind him we have MCDC in the GTR Nismo. And then, do you want to carry on, Alec?
Sure. Yeah, we got Parrot. What was Parrot driving today?
He's in the Supra.
Supra, yeah.
Then we got Viper. Viper's in the Renault. Coming up behind Viper, we got Brutal, and Brutal's driving the Genesis. By the looks of it.
Yeah, that's a brave choice there, but it is a strong car though. Behind Brutal, we got Bozza in the Corvette.
That should be an interesting car to watch, that one.
Yeah, a strong car, great acceleration. Then we've got Packer. He's in the Lexus. And NJS driving the Lamborghini Hurricane. And I've lost where I was up to.
Yeah, I think, Packer went and passed. We've done Bozza. What about, Wrestler's next.
We've got Wrestler. Wrestler there.
Where is he?
11th. About 11th.
I like that livery.
Yeah, we got Troy. He's driving the Lexus. Wrestler, another. What is he in? That's the Nissan. Yep, GTR.
Yep.
And we've also got Slippery Eel. He's in the Porsche with a lovely Minions livery there.
And bring that back is Hodes in the Renault.
Yeah,
and I think he's just like most people, just likes to let the field get away so he can get some clean air for his hot lap.
Yeah, it's good to have some space in front of you. Should we run through a lap with Hodes?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure on the a lot of the corner names, but he's coming up through a Rouge. A 7-speed in that Renault. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes.
He's coming down the straight to the chicane. You want to brake about where the curb starts on the left, and he'll probably go down to second to get it tucked in, and then upshift to third for traction on exit. Slight lift for the right-hander, and then down to what's basically a hairpin. And he's gone down to second, dropped it to first for a little bit of rotation mid-corner there, and then in third for the left-hander, and then down into my favourite named corner, Puon.
Because if you get it wrong, you're in the pool on, alright?
Yeah, everybody shits themselves. Yeah.
Into another chicane-esque set of corners here. Hodes takes it in third in the Renault. And then down, this is a bit of a tricky corner to get your turn in right. He hasn't done too bad there. You want to get on the gas nice and early. On softs, you can hold it flat round that right-hander. And then you get a little bit of a breather. Coming up to the next left-hander, you can hold it flat through here, especially on softs. And then you're braking somewhere in between the 150 and the 100 board for the final chicane. Gets it through there quite nicely, on the power reasonably well. And he's gone across the line with a 2:18.1.
No.
Puts him in fifth.
I know. But if we'd actually had you do that lap guide for us before our race in the Renault.
Next week.
Yeah.
So we got MCDC on pole with a 2:17.6. That's not a bad time he's put in there. Brutal's in second. Troy in third. So the Lexus is obviously a good car as well. Troy, not to take anything away from Troy's driving, of course. Slippery Eel in the Porsche is in fourth. Hode's fifth. Gimps in sixth. Packer seventh. Bozza eighth. And where did I get up to? Bozza was in eighth. Wrestler ninth. Neil NJS in 10th. Viper in 11th. Amy in 12th, and Parrot in 13th. It's surprising to see Parrot back there. He must have...
He was on those hard tyres.
Well. He was on the mediums, of course, yep.
Was he on mediums or hards?
Oh, was he on hards?
No.
Oh, maybe it was mediums. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else who's on hards. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I mean, that kind of explains that, but yeah, wow.
Alright, so the first race is 10 laps. Most cars will be no worries with fuel, it's just flat out. Tyres though, the tyre wear is down a little bit from last season. We used to have it set with a multiplier at 5, it's now down to 3 just to get the new tyre model with the softs to make them last a little bit longer, but I don't think anyone will get 10 laps out of the softs. I think most people will be going for a medium tyre strategy in this race.
Yep, that would make sense. Yeah, although
it's interesting you say the tyre wear on these cars. You know, if especially in the second race, it plays a big part. But if you are keen to wear softs on this round, it's going to be interesting.
Alright, where do we want to...
So they've lined up.
Who do we want to sit with?
Could maybe with, I don't know, Gimp, do you think? That Audi launches pretty well.
Alright.
In sort of mid-pack. Got 5 lights, and they're away. Oh, Hodes has got a blinder of a start. Moves up into third place already, and down the inside.
Oh, look at that!
He's taken and he's
no.
Dear.
Oh, that's a bit rough. Yeah, that Renault does take off really well.
Yes, Viperspang, he's after all that he's up into third, so he's really benefited out of that carnage at turn one.
Yeah.
MCDC's picked up a half-second penalty.
Yep.
That's going to hurt him, especially on the first lap where everyone's bunched up.
So
Troy's
also,
having a look down the inside of Packer. Packer keeps
Now, parents asking for a red flag.
Well, no, we.
There.
And everyone's sort of moved on, haven't they? Where's Parrot gone?
Where is Parrot?
There's a lot of pushing and shoving around 7th and 8th, and Wrestler's been turned. Oh,
jeez, that's interesting. Let's have a look at that again.
Yeah.
So as we come around,
Parrot was saying we've had the glitch that Parrot was actually not in his car; he was in someone else's car.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, it's hugely unfortunate for Parrot, but I believe the process is that it's carry on. So sorry about that, Parrot. But anyway, back at the front, we've got Brutal. He's out to a 1.8 second lead. He's on the mediums. Then we have Viper Spang on the mediums. So Viper's moved up quite a bit here in the grid. He'd be very happy with how he's going. Troy's on the mediums. Gimp's on the mediums. Slippery Eel is on the softs.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
So it'll be interesting to see if he can make them last. And we got NJS, he's on the mediums.
Okay, we've got people leaving. MCDC, I think, has just left. And yeah, they're all red flagging.
Unfortunately, it's not really their call to make, but
what we down to?
Well, that's an interesting. We'll see what happens there. Baker is like with people dropping out. Do the rest keep racing, or?
Well, I think the issue is here that people are saying red flag, red flag, red flag, and it wasn't to be red flag. So obviously some people have dropped out because of that. So down to 8 drivers. Hang on a second.
Oh, you are El Presidente. You can make the call.
Well, we're going to have to red flag it now because people have left.
People have left, yeah.
So that's a little bit disappointing, but we can
PD
always
PD
run
glitch.
through. Yeah, we can always run through people and get that sorted out for the next round. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So, are we red flagging?
We're going to have to.
Okay.
Usually we wouldn't, but because people have taken it upon themselves to quit, we're going to have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
And they're all starting to drop out.
Viper's like, but hey, I'm in front. And then Nux. Was that a PD glitch? So what was the glitch?
So there is a glitch where you can be in someone else's car off the start. However, if it's only one person and it doesn't affect the rest of the grid, unfortunately, it's carry on. So, but that's all right. We'll make an announcement and have that sorted out for the next round.
Yeah, okay. You red flag now, but warn them there were no further red flags unless comms say so. That's just what
Yeah.
I was saying.
I'll make sure.
Now the question is, do they have the grid order?
Oh, they should do, shouldn't they?
Add everyone only. So Apex say new announcement. Add everyone only. Comms can call a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right.
he started sitting in Macca's car. Okay.
So now they'll have to do a manual grid.
So Hammy should have that info, right?
You should have.
Oh, starting qualifier again.
Surely not.
I can't. No. Okay.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go and pour myself a drink, I think. They've driven a man to drink. Haven't had one today, so.
Yeah, you can't. Okay. Maybe we'll say Hammy just reset. Yeah, maybe I'll put a message in there.
No, if he's restarted qualifying now, we'll just have to let it play out.
Yeah, right. That's what sort of shit show are you? Mate, we're just streaming. We're not running it.
You can always rely on Swinger to give
Put
words of encouragement, fairly blunt words of encouragement.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If you guys can just run through the qualifying, I just got to go out and get some coke.
All right.
Oh, I mean, it's outside. I'm not going to drive to the shops.
You'll just your dealer's just at the door, isn't he?
His dealer's just at the door. Right, who we got at the top here? We got Hammy in the front.
Yep.
Followed by
MCDC.
What's he? Then Brutal. Yeah. Parrot. Mr. Goodman. Close behind him is Troy. Followed by Packer, who's also picked up a 1 second penalty, and those penalties really sting.
Is he still on his out lap? Will he be able to burn it before he does his hot lap?
Should do, hopefully. He would have got that on Eau Rouge, right?
Yep.
More than likely.
Yeah, so he's paying him now, so he'll be on his hot lap. Coming up with is Viper, followed by Neil. We've got Slippery Eel, and behind him we've got Hodes, followed by Bozza, and giving himself some breathing space, we've got Wrestler.
Yeah, for that race, he's like, I need the breathing space. I really like his livery.
It is a nice livery, that. That first corner is always a tester for everybody. You're dropping down into first gear to get around a corner. Everybody's jostling for position.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you know, you can't win the race on the first corner.
No. I mean, it probably doesn't help if you're in a different car as well.
Correct.
How would that have worked with that glitch? Did you just stay in that car the whole time, or you're just watching?
Yeah, pretty much have no control over it. And you're basically a passenger.
Right.
Alright, so the guys are all on their... Oh, Parrot's picked up a 1 second penalty on his flying lap, so not going to help his cause there.
No.
And he... because they've started quali again and not done a manual grid, we've got some people stuck out on the mediums. I believe.
I think we might need to, when this is finished, we just I'll put a message to Hammy and just say reset the lobby and just set the grid.
We're just going to let it play out now, otherwise we'll be too far behind.
Yeah, so the problem is Parrot is not even going to put in a time, is he? We're having a penalty.
Well, he would have just burnt it then.
Is it? Oh, yeah, okay, you'll still get your time.
Yeah. So we've got Hammy coming across the line to complete the first flying lap. And he has done a 2 minute 19. MCDC with a 2 minute 17.7.
Brutal 219.
219.
Parrot 221. 219.
Vipers, what's he pulled over and got out of the way there? Maybe he had an off earlier and didn't want to impede anyone's lap. So, all right. So the new starting order, we got MCDC on pole, Slippery Eel second, and Bozza in third. Coming across the line there to steal a podium starting position there. Well done, Bozza.
We've got Packer, Brutal, Neil, bring up 4, 5 and 6.
Wrestler.
Oh, look
He's,
at that.
stolen pole with a 217 flat, so...
Giving himself some clean air.
Clean air really helped. Pushed everybody down, but... So here we go again.
And as Gimp was saying, he was on medium, so not the greatest start to the season for some people, but that's all right. We can iron these problems out.
That's right. Yeah. So new order, and yeah. All right. Yep, there are going to be a lot of questions in the chat this week. Hello, you Throlic.
Hammy's...
Go back to original quali. What? Okay. I know that's Resta saying that.
Okay. Right. We didn't have this much trouble in the first in the other division, so
yeah. So who do we want to be with this time?
Let's jump on with Bozza in fourth in the Corvette.
Oh yeah, beauty.
And the lights are out and they're off and racing. Neil's got a good start in the Hurricane. He's looking down the inside.
Oh, MCDC's round.
Turned around.
And again, got messy again.
Oh, we're going to have too wide in this. Yeah, there you go.
Slippery Heels on the softs again, so it must be by choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got Brutal's moved his way up into third. He'd have the red mist going on inside that helmet, so he'd be wanting to make grounds now.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Packer right behind him though.
Right on his back bumper there. Oh, Wrestler's had a slight issue coming into the left-hander there. It's given Slippery Heel hasn't quite got the run on him. Gimpman's up into fifth in the Audi. Neil's in sixth.
There was actually a good move from Neil. Him and Hose are just battling it out, trading places.
Wrestler's managed to keep Slippery Heel behind him on that softer tyre too, so Slippery Heel's got the inside, too wide. Oh, there might have been a little bit of contact there. Wrestler's going to have dirty tyres now. Manages to pull it up to the corner.
Let's just go back and catch that one again. I think there might have been a bit of contact there. Yeah.
Oh, Eel's going to have to run now and make the use of the softs while they last. Now the Wrestler's got Brutal all over the back of him. You see which has got the best speed down the straight with the Genesis and the Lexus. Side by side through a roo. Oh, Brutal's cut the track and it might be a penalty in that for Brutal.
That's definitely going to be a penalty. Or not. Oh,
no,
I don't get
not.
what it... He took his foot off.
If there was a little bit of contact, and he may have taken his foot off and he's avoided that penalty, so very lucky there for Brutal.
Nice. Yeah.
I just picked up a 1 second penalty. Him and Neil's still battling it out at 6 and 7. Might have been a bit of a touch. He's just
that might have been. Let's have a look at that one again.
He's flashing his lights at him.
Oh.
I think though if Neil can keep in contact with Hose has got a penalty to serve a whole second. So
yeah, he just needs to stay within, stay close to him, and he'll be able to get him once he serves that penalty.
Parrot's also Parrot, Viper. There's quite a few people who've picked up penalties coming after LaRouche.
It's quite easy to do there, isn't it?
It is.
You want to try and get through it flat to get a good run onto the long straight, and it's quite easy to misjudge it, and you only have to be a couple of centimetres off, and you pick up that 1 second penalty.
So Hammy's managed to get in front of Parrot and Viper.
Up and Wrestler, who was that off? Was it Wrestler? Packer, sorry. Packer's
Packer's off. Let's see what happened.
Come adrift there.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Oh, got a yellow flag. Oh, and this Wrestler's
turn one, that's Wrestler's around.
Wrestlers around.
You would not be happy about that.
Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, no, I missed it. Oof. I think the stewards might have a bit of a busy week.
They will have a very busy week.
Definitely from this division. We got Bozza is looking to make a move on Hodes now, and Troy's not too far behind, so
Nice close group there.
Yeah. MCDC's, he's been creeping up the ladder and he's right behind Hammy at the moment. He's doing his utmost to try and get past him.
yeah. Well, with Restless spinning out, that's left Slippery Eel with nearly a 4-second lead on Brutal. Yeah, it's going to come down though as those softs start to go off. Gimman's made his way into third in the Audi, so he's having a good drive in that. I think it was the only Audi picked. Oh, Neil's just ran a little bit wide on the exit of that corner.
Let's see what happened there. Yeah, he did. I don't think he got bumped.
Slippery Eel just under 217. And he's still pulling away. So.
What's he on lap 4? Probably a crossover's going to be around lap 5 or 6, I'd imagine. And we might see that gap starting to come down again.
Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Did Viper just... Viper just got a little bit wobbly.
So the field is sort of spreading itself out a little bit. There's roughly about 3 seconds between everybody. Well, between the top two and a second between everybody else.
He must be feeling the pain.
Well, Brutal's last lap was a 218.159 as opposed to Slippery Eel's 217.9, so he's only 2/10 behind off his lap pace there on the medium, so and the time is starting to come down.
Yeah.
And those softs are starting to chew out. They're, I'd say the mediums are going to be lasting a lot better than those softs. See, just looking at the time, it just does look like Brutal's just slowly catching him.
Yeah, he's taken a little bit out of him this lap.
And Hodes is he's come up on top of Gitman in a hurry.
He's creeping up to him, isn't he?
Yeah.
So Hodes is also on softs. Did we notice that before?
Ah, no, we didn't.
No.
We haven't ran through the tyres yet.
No.
But as we said, Slippery Eel softs, Brutal's mediums, Gimpman's mediums, Hodes is on the softs, MJS is on the mediums, Troy medium, Bozza mediums, MCDC mediums, Hammy mediums, and the rest of the field are on mediums. So 2 of the drivers seeing if they can make it to the end on the softs.
That will certainly be interesting. We'll be keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, Brutal's he's just chipping away at that time. Just edging closer and closer, so...
Yeah.
But we've got to be playing on Slippery Eel's mind that there's people behind him.
Yeah, and if Hodes can't get past Gimpman soon, he's going to lose that tyre advantage too, so
Yeah.
he might be a bit desperate to catch up and make a bit of a move.
Oh, we just had Troy has just made a move. He's got past Neil.
Neil's tyres look a lot better than Troy's.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a strange one. I thought the Lambo was a bit harder on tyres than that, but
Could be driving style, is that what they say?
could be. So they're coming around to the end of lap 5. Once they finish this lap, I'll have a bit of a look at their fuel. 'Cause when they finish this lap, obviously they'll need to have half a tank to get home.
Yes.
I think most people should be right.
Yep, Spree was just coming up to the last chicane.
MCDC and Bozza are having a bit of a battle.
Yeah, so
Another 217 from Slippery Hill, but Brutal's definitely catching him.
yeah, well, Brutal's done a 217s in a row on the medium, so yeah, he's certainly pushing hard on the mediums. That's great times on the medium tyres. Slippery Eels tyres they're pretty even, fairly evenly worn, but they're about halfway all round, so that'd be a concern for him, considering he's still got about 4.5 laps to go.
Yeah, and at the back here, we're sitting at 7th and 8th, we've got Bozza and MCDC, who's just trying to get close enough to make a move on Bozza, I believe.
Hodes has got past Gimp Man.
Oh yeah, so the tyres have now he just needs to hold on to that advantage.
Yeah,
His tyres are looking very worn.
It's going to be a big ask, isn't it?
Yeah. Kim starts hunting him down. What else we got? Oh, we've still got the battle between MCDC and Bozza.
It's also an early mistake that MCDC had. He's been chipping away at the ladder, just taking them one at a time.
Mm.
Oh, he's right on Buzz's tail now.
Yes.
Yeah,
He is just...
Goes from move into the
try
chicane. Oh, he's got a half second picked up. Oh no! All that hard work and
pushed just a little too hard on that chicane.
I think he might have picked it up at the left-hander before the chicane, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe gone a bit wide.
I think Parrott can see an opportunity. He's pressing hard on closing that gap as well between him and MCDC.
Yeah, if he can just hold it there, he can should be able to get past him when he serves that penalty.
Back up the front, the gap is now, which was out to nearly 4 seconds at one stage, is now down to 1.5 seconds.
Oh yes.
Those softs are really chewed out. Where Brutal hasn't even, his mediums haven't quite got to halfway. He's probably got lots of life still left in those tires.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll make it to the end. No dramas. Hodes has also picked up a half-second penalty. He's got Gimpman right on his bumper, so Gimpman should pick up third once that penalty's served if he can stay close enough.
Hodes' tyres are getting quite low.
Yeah, there's not much between them and Slippery Eels soft, so...
Oh, Parrot got past MCDC. Got past them early, so...
Oh, yep.
So just give Parrot a little bit of breathing space between the two. And penalty served, yep.
Alright, so back at the front,
Yeah.
the gap is now under a second, so not only has Brutal got the better tyres, he's also in the slipstream now, and probably in a pretty good spot
position.
there. He's going to get reasonably good slip and down this long straight, and I believe the Genesis is still quick in a straight line too. So he's taken half a second out of him just on that straight alone.
Yeah.
He's a lot better control.
Right on him. If I was Slippery Yellow, I'd be kicking myself right now. I don't do well under pressure.
Yeah, not only that, he's still got to try and make these tyres last, so
Yeah.
it might be a smart move just to let Brutal go, so he can just concentrate on trying to get the life out of the tyres, because Gimp Man's a further 8.5 seconds back, so...
So we got Troy on the back of Hodes as well now. Because I'd say Hodes' tyres are also looking very, very average. But one thing about the Renault, I'd have to say, it does drive nicely even when the tyres seem to have gone down. Like it's not the tyres have to be completely red before it's undrivable.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas I think some of the other cars we were looking at, it's like as soon as you get down halfway, it just becomes undrivable. But yeah.
Oh, Troy's ran very wide in that corner there. Avoided a penalty though, but Neil's caught right back up again now as well. In that Lamborghini, the Make It Super Lamborghini.
Nice.
So they've just started, the leaders have just started lap 9, and Slippery Eel's still managing to
Holding it.
hang on to that lead.
If he is able to hold that, I mean that's quite an achievement, I reckon, with such worn tyres on that horrible Porsche.
Yeah. Bruno's got just a little bit more control around some of these tighter corners. It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was...
Is Bruno not drunk enough tonight?
He may not have had enough of those extra strong VBs.
Yeah.
Now their lap times are very similar now, but that's... Slippery Eel could be holding Brutal up a little bit here.
Yeah, I'd say so.
He's going to have
coming.
a look. Into the... Oh, takes him on the inside through Pooh on their side by side. No contact. No, that was a very good move there, and both drivers very aware where each other were and leaving space too. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, we got some more. Neil's picked himself up a 1 second penalty. That's not going to help his chances there because he's got Bozza and MCDC right behind him. I dare
yeah.
say you'll lose those two positions to them.
Troy picked up a second, it's just been served. Gave Hodes another bit of breathing space.
Yes, and Neil slipped back now.
He's fighting to try and get close enough to Bozza.
Yeah, these two have been battling it out quite nicely the whole race, haven't they?
Yeah. Ooh, Neil's Neil's knocking on the door too, though.
Yeah, he'll be wanting to get back after serving that penalty and dropping 2 positions.
Yeah.
Okay, final lap.
Oh, Neil's got Hammy right on his tail as well.
Well, Slippery Eel's done pretty well here, guys. He's not going to have a lot of tyres left, but
he's made them last.
It looks like he's going to make it to the end, yeah.
Here we were thinking he didn't do his homework, but he obviously did.
Well, Gimpman's dropped a couple of seconds out of the gap between him and Eel, but on the last lap, he's not going to be able to do much there, I don't think.
We got Troy. Troy could possibly try and take Hodes at the end here, just before the finish.
Yeah, he could.
What do you think?
Hodes' right rear tyre has only got a sliver left on it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it makes it to the end of the race. End of the lap.
What's he got? He's got a couple more right-handers to get round that'll likely finish it off.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's sliding a little bit as well.
Yeah.
He's done well to hold it, but Troy's got through, yep.
Alright, back up to the front. We got the lead. Brutal's just crossing the finish line now.
Yep.
Well done, Brutal.
About
nice.
5.5 seconds. Well done to Slippery Eel, getting those tyres to make it to the end. That's a good drive.
Yeah, well done.
Gimpman closed up 3 seconds on Eel there in that last half a lap, so Eel must have had a bit of a moment. Troy brought it home in 4th, Hodes in 5th, Harrod in 6th, MCDC 7th, Bozza 8th, Hammy having 9th, Neil 10th, Wrestler 11th.
Well done, Wrestler. After
Packer coming up across the line now.
12th. And then we got Viper coming across the line in 13th. Well, we did get there in the end.
We did. It was a bit of excitement at the start, but once they settled down, it was actually a good race.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what strategies they look at for the next one now. It's a 13-lap race. It's a very long pit stop here, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone decides to do a one-stop. You can make the 13 laps fuel saving, so it'll be interesting to see what these guys decide's the best strat for them.
Yeah, and that was interesting. Yeah, we had a few in our lobby. Had a few, some people who went on soft straight away and did a pit, and some who pushed it all the way to the end on medium. So, what happened on yours?
Yeah, there is I think Dale may have done a one-stop. I'm not sure, but there is the chance of rain as well. If it's going to rain, it could even rain at the end of the hot lap. So it's going to be very interesting. Our lobby was dry. We didn't see a spot of rain. but I have been in practice lobbies where it is torrential, and it's almost
Yeah.
up to wet weather tyre sort of country. So
Yeah, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
it didn't rain in the Div 1 race. It didn't rain in the Div 3. So be interested to see what these
let's
are
hope we
tonight.
get some rain in this one then.
Yeah, need a bit of excitement. Doesn't
Well,
look
the
like
rain
there's...
does mean that you're not having to worry about your tyres or fuel saving.
Fuel saving, yeah, because you're definitely going to have to pit, but you'll know on your qualifying on your hot lap if it's going to start raining on the second lap. So if it does, then you could see some people starting on intermediates on a dry track.
Yes. Yeah, so another quali.
The quali is a hot lap again.
Yep.
This is quite interesting, like like you were saying before, like with during practice rounds all through the week, different lobbies had different amounts of rain, and yet everybody's settings are the same. So it makes it really interesting to say what whose lobby dictates how bad the rain gets.
Yeah, and
It's,
that does make it hard. Like you don't know what the conditions are going to be like, so it makes it hard to practice for that. And if we do get rain, it's going to throw strategies wide open.
Right, so Hemi's
All
out.
right, so Hemi's made his
Yeah.
way out of the pits.
got out quick and early.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not wasting any time. I'm out of here. Saw what happened the last time.
Yep, Piper was the same. And we've got MCDC, Gimp Man, followed by Parrot, Brutal, Troy, Bozza, Neil, Packer, and Reese is not waiting around anymore. Thought he'd wait for the end of it. Got Hose and then Slippery Eels just come out of the pits.
And looks like we've got everyone on softs this time, so
It's good.
It did get a bit exciting in our lobby where everybody decided to start racing on the outlet. And it's always entertaining.
Yeah. We had some seal clubbers in our lobby. Just let them get in front.
yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. This track you definitely can benefit from slipstream on some of the straights, but then again, I usually find it hard driving right behind someone, so I generally sacrifice the slipstream so I can have clear track.
So,
Do you prefer driving on the with the wheel, Baker, or just on the controller?
I drive with a wheel.
and in VR.
And in VR, and it helps me pretend to be a race car driver.
Yeah.
Just for the immersion level, the wheel and VR is, I reckon, can't be beaten. But there's some quick guys on controllers as well. You look at Tombo, he's on controller.
Almonds.
Bummy's on
yeah.
controller as well. Another quick driver. The top of he's usually in the top of the Div 1 leaderboard. Alright, so Hammy's getting around on his first lap. Viper's not in a bad spot here. He's far enough behind him that he's picking up a little bit
Take
of
a
a
bit of a
slip,
toe.
but he's not close enough that it'd hamper him in the corners. So Viper's really played his cards and his positioning on track well here.
Yeah.
Getting a toe off that Supra down the straight as well. The Supra's a rocket ship down the straight.
They're quite well spread out in the field, so
Yeah, they've done well to give themselves space here.
yeah, should see some really good times coming through. All except for looks like somebody went a wee bit wide.
So
I'm
the
getting a little bit of
times...
glitching in the lobby too, so
A bit of bouncing around.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I thought that was just me. The So the times are a bit slower because the track's a little bit slipperier because you've got the cloud cover. Or am I imagining that?
yeah. No, our I know that our qualifying times in Div 1 was slower in the second race. Apex, I think, did a low 2:16.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, so 18, 17.5, 17.3.
MCDC was 17.3. That's a good time there. Brutal. Gone to the top of the table.
Nice. 2:17.
Probably everybody's watching, everybody's spinning out on the first corner. I guess we should explain this is only one hot lap.
Yeah.
Viper's done a 17.5 as well, which is at the moment's got him in third. So that's sort of showing what pace he has. I know his result in the first race was probably not indicative of the speed that guy has.
While we're waiting for the hot lap to end, everybody's doing donuts.
Is anyone else still on a lap?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think there is. I think they're all...
Yeah, just waiting for the time to tick down.
Gimp's looking very serious there. I'm looking straight in his window. He's looking very serious.
Yeah, he was a 2:18.7, so he's a little bit off in qualifying there. He's got a bit of work to do after his third place finish in race 1 to get back up there again. Right, so it didn't rain on the hot lap, so there's probably a good chance this is going to be a dry race. I have seen rain come in as late as lap 3, so it is still possible, but probably not.
Yeah. So that's interesting, yeah. So the top 7 are all within a second.
Yeah, it's very
guys,
close
good
there. Everyone
times.
Right down to Packer was the first into the 2:18s.
Yeah.
And then there's not much between the bottom half of the field either. It's all very close there. So
yeah.
Now, with no rain, I wonder what strategies we're going to see.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the thing. Do you just take a gamble? Do you go out on mediums and try and do a no stop, or do you bank on the fact that the rain's going to come? You're going to have to change tyres. Just go out in softs, and if it doesn't rain, do a 2 stint on softs. Or you could, oh no, Slippery Hill's not going to make it. I was going to say, or you could try and make 13 laps on your softs, but no, that's not going to happen.
All right, so we just wait.
That strategy from Slippery, though, got out to a real big lead.
Yeah, it did work in his favour there, and you're right, Alec. And if Brutal, I mean, he was doing some pretty quick laps on the mediums. So apart from that, it really could have been a master stroke for Slippery Hill there.
Where are we going to start?
Strategy. Yeah.
Oh, what have we got?
First corner's always going to be interesting, so I reckon anywhere around position
Wrestler in
5 or
7th.
6.
Yep,
Or
sounds
wrestler in
good.
7th, yeah.
Alright, and they're off for race
Oh,
2.
and look at that Renault. Just goes.
Yeah, Viper's got a blinder of a start. He's come up
Yeah.
alongside Brutal, but Brutal's got the inside line.
Oh, it's looking pretty
Packer's,
tidy.
Packer's a little bit wider, but yeah, much more polite than race 1, that's for sure.
Yeah, and everybody's forming a nice line now.
Now, we have got Packer on the softs.
Okay. Interesting. Packer, yeah, thought he was going to cop a penalty.
So, Packer's going to be stopping. Everyone else is on the medium, so I imagine they'll be all doing a no-stopper.
Yeah, so Packer's going to do his best to get up the front as quickly as he can.
Yeah, that 1 second penalty's not going to help him achieve that, though.
No, it's not. Oh, Gimp's making a move on Hammy.
Yeah, Gimp would be wanting to get a move on his after his podium in race 1. He's actually he's back into 11th, which I think where he started from. So
yeah.
Okay, so Brutal.
Oh, it's a good bunch.
He's picked up where he's left off, and he's just got into the front. He's up to 2nd between him and Hode, so just stretching that lead out.
Yeah, and he is short shifting as well. So that means he's on for a 1 stop. How did the Renault go on fuel with the 7 gears? Is it?
It's pretty good. You did need to fuel save a little bit, but just a little bit to get it to last 17 laps. 13 laps.
13 laps, right.
Yeah, you had to fuel save a lot to get it to last 17.
Yeah, Hodes is definitely revving it out a lot more than what Brutal is in the Genesis.
Yeah.
Where's the closest fight we've got? Probably around.
Oh God. Where am I looking? Over here.
Wrestler, Slippery Eel.
Yeah, Neil and Parrot are pretty close, followed by Hammy.
Aris has just passed Slippery Eel, has he? I say Parrot and Hammy.
Something's happened to Gimp, man. He's down into 13th at the moment.
Ooh.
So.
I thought I saw a slide there by. Yep, Slippery's having a bit of a slide from left to right.
Oh yeah.
I think bosses could take him here.
Even Packer's putting the pressure on too. He is on the softs. Is he going to get past
Packer,
Not quite.
Packer, he'd be desperate. He'd be wanting to get a wiggle on there, wouldn't he, on the softs? Try and make that 2 stop work for him. Oh, sorry, 1 stop.
Frolic saying he had the super at fuel map 2 and still had to short shift like crazy to get 13 laps.
And he still beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Lexus is actually quite good on saving fuel, so it can still be competitive short shifting it.
Right.
So it's an interesting strategy from Packer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fuel's not going to last. He's already down to over 3/4 of a tank, just over 3/4. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's definitely revving it out. So
Oh, the Lamborghini's got a bit of a tint in its window. It's quite nice, makes it look green. If you're looking in the cockpit view.
Gimpman's past Hammy, so he's up into 12th and back at Neil.
He's
so.
on a mission.
Oh,
I
he's
think
ran
he'll
wide
get a penalty.
Dead.
Yeah, that'll...
Don't know if there's a penalty out there, is there?
I think there is, if you don't lift your foot.
No,
no, he's all good.
He's avoided it, yeah.
No, well done.
Brutal's out to a 2.5 second lead on Hodes. MCDC's up to 3rd.
He's pushing too.
Yeah.
Well, Viper's started in 3rd and he's down to 5th, so he's still in the race.
He's got Wrestler pretty close.
Yeah, Wrestler's looking very threatening behind him.
MCDC just took Hodes.
Oh, did he?
Yep. Got a nice manoeuvre, just kept it on the inside.
Let's see if I can catch it. Might be too late. Oh no, there we go. Oh yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, apparently the Skyline is good for fuel saving and still being fast as well. I know with the BMW I could fuel save and make the 13 laps, but I just couldn't get the lap times out of it. That could be partly due to the driver, of course. Yes.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Got several little groups through the pack just forming up and each having their own little battles.
Parrot is hot on Packer's tail.
Oh,
but I think Parrot's...
Yeah, he didn't get a real good run on there, did he? He might have dirty tyres for the chicane now.
Gimpman is right on top of Hammy. Sorry, it's on top of Neil, I should say. And...
Oh, and he's passed.
Yep.
I mean, he would have had the slipstream down the straight of that Lamborghini, but the Lamborghini's not slow, so this goes to show that neither's the Audi.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to keep an eye on the gap between Brutal and MCDC now that MCDC's moved up into second place. He's just gone purple by 2/10. So
he's been... It's a 3-second gap, but he's just taken 100th off just about every quarter of a lap, so...
And as you say that, the number starts going up.
Yep. Brutal must be listening.
Yeah.
Put his foot down.
How much?
Holy shit, I better hurry up now. And then, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Purple.
yeah, but quite
218
a
flat,
margin
so...
too. Yeah, that's a big time. And you're right, Alan. He ended up taking about half a second out of Brutal on that lap at least, I believe.
Mm.
I think that was interesting. Yeah, Brutal went purple, and then straight away Macca went purple. Actually, where are we? Lap 5. There's no rain coming, is there?
Won't be any
Doesn't
rain
look like-
now, I don't think. No.
Yeah. Completely forgot we were looking for rain.
Packers softs are still looking pretty good. He's about to make a move on Bozza. Got that. Oh, but he's ran wide.
Oh, no.
That's allowed
Yeah, that's
Bozza and
unlucky.
Parrot through. Slippery Heel's got a 1.5 second penalty.
Yeah, I think he picked that up on
that's
a Rouge.
I think that's a record for tonight. 1.5 seconds.
Oh, I think we got those, didn't we, Ella, Dad?
No.
A record in this
No, I
lobby.
did not.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Probably not a competition you want to win there. Sugar.
I slid off the track, I got half a second penalty, but I didn't get 1.5, so you win that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Brutal must have been keeping an eye on that gap because he's kept it fairly constant this lap. MCDC hasn't been able to take any more out of the Genesis driver on lap 5.
No, he definitely must have been listening to us. And I think he's picked up a
MCDC's,
penalty.
yes, he's got a
Yeah, he
half
must
second
have run
penalty.
wide.
So that'll give Brutal a little bit more breathing room. Hayes is still a fair way back, so if MCDC can keep going, he shouldn't lose a position.
It's after 6 laps, they've still got a reasonably good amount of fuel. Don't believe it's going to get them all the way to the end, but
Yeah. So it looks like Wrestler's going to be able to make. He's got enough fuel to make him to take him to the end, I think. Work our way through.
Most of them do. I think Bozza's a bit low. Parrot looks fine. Packer's a bit low, but you'd expect that because he's on the softs and not having to save.
Parrot's got heaps of fuel. Packer's a bit low.
Slippery Eel's a bit low
God,
too. He's also got a 1 second penalty.
He's the penalty scooper. Is there an award for that?
Well, maybe.
Create one. He got the most penalties in each race. I think their fuel's going to make it. I think
it'll be close.
I think Bozza is he's either going to need to fuel save or something, but he's just over half a tank now.
Yeah, him and Slippery Eel are probably the worst off the fuel out of the field, I'd say.
Actually, just over half a tank now. They're on the 6th lap, halfway through it. Yeah, it's 6.5 laps. They should be able to make it.
Yeah.
That was some quick math right there.
Well,
Yeah.
as long as there's no intense battling between drivers, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'm sure they've all keeping a very close eye on their fuel map HUD, which tells you how many laps you got left to go, gives you an idea how much you have to save.
Well, you can see who's actually. You can see Wrestler's got his fuel map open.
So I think Corvette's got half a tank now.
Oh yes, so he. Oh no, what am I? Oh yeah, lap 7. Yeah, so that should be. Yeah.
They're all going to be close, but you don't want to come home with half a tank of fuel either. You use it
No,
all
you
up.
don't. No, I would say they're They should do well, although Packer's on half a tank of fuel. Just under half, so he'll make it for fuel, but he is not going to make it for tyres. Although, he could try and prove me wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect his the front tyres are going to last, that's for sure.
No. What's he driving again? The Lexus.
Lexus.
What happens with the, how good's the Lexus when its tyres start going?
Well, I suppose he's still got heaps on the rear, so it won't turn, but it might still be drivable. Oh,
we've got a yellow flag.
Who
Who's
was
that?
that?
Viper.
Oh,
Let's see what happens.
No. Viper
I think
wasn't
he'd
doing
already...
too bad. He was in about 6th or 7th, I think.
Oh, yeah, I've done that exact same thing in practice. That was pretty rough.
just an update on the front. He's got a 6-second gap on MCDC. Just wonder if MCDC's doing a bit of fuel saving. Hose is second behind him.
Yeah, Brutal might have... He's done 2 17s in a row saving fuel. So maybe he's put the hammer down a little bit. I think I was lucky to do 2 19s saving fuel in the BMW, so...
Yeah. Ceresa's catching up to Troy. Yeah.
These peach vodka things you drink, sugar, they're quite nice.
They are good. Very good. It's like Japan's favourite drink or something, it says on the can. So I can't tell you what it's called because it's all in Japanese.
Yeah, Boz is just stretching that lead out now.
Bozza? Brutal.
Bozza or Brutal?
Brutal, sorry. Sorry, wrong B. Like I said, these vodka drinks are really nice. Brutal, sorry, Brutal.
You can't really see with a 7-second lead. He can afford to back off, save fuel, and just bring it home.
Yeah. So
Could be up to 2 wins. I don't want to put the mocker on him, but with 2 wins, that'll probably put him up to Div 1
Put
next.
him up to Div 1.
On
round 3. Yeah.
Alright, so he goes starting lap 9. That's at 5 laps to go.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what... Oh, where is he? Oh, Packer's way... Oh, okay. Yeah, Packer has had some kind of a moment because he's right at the back now.
Has he pitted or his tyres shot?
Oh, no, he has. You're right. He's pitted.
Okay.
I'm looking at it and going, I wonder if he's going to pit. Completely missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got loads of fuel, fresh tyres.
Yeah. So now he's got 12.5 seconds to catch up to Viper, which he should be able to do. Fresh softs.
Yeah, these times that Brutal's doing on fuel saving is not bad times.
Now Hemi
not
is
bad times even if you weren't fuel saving.
Yeah. Sorry, Hemi is just past Slippery Eel. He got him on the whatever that straight is after a Rouge.
Gimpman and Neil, the Audi and the Lamborghini. Neil's got a little bit of space in front of him. I've got to say, Gimpman's a pretty smooth operator, though. He'll be hard for Neil to catch him up in that Audi. Now, Parrot's got a 1 second penalty here. Bozza's not far behind him, so I dare say that Bozza will pick up 6th position once that Parrot goes across the penalty burn zone.
Yep, there goes Bozza.
Yeah,
Quite easily.
Yeah.
That's going to bring Gimpman. Gimpman will have a bit of a sniff of Parrot's blood here.
Yeah. Oh, but he just
he
picked
got
up a penalty.
Oh no.
And that's what happens
Just
too.
Pinch a little bit too much road.
Yeah.
We've got a battle between Slippery Eel and Hemi.
Oh, Bozzy has a slip on that first corner.
Oh no.
He's...
Let's have a look. He's coming around.
He must have looped it, did he? Because he's back behind Gimpman now.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad. No, he just he was a bit too hard on the field.
Easy to do out of
He
turn
came
one
around,
there.
absolutely, and in the Corvette.
There's sort of like a little bump on exit, isn't there? And if you're not careful, it can spin you around pretty quick. You break traction and off you go. And Neil's also dropped down to 11. He had a 2-minute 26 lap time there, so he's obviously had an issue somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Packer charging hard on the softs. He's got the gap to Viper down to 9.5 seconds, but he's starting to run out of laps.
Yeah. Was he the only one who went on softs?
Yes, he was, yeah.
Yeah, there was no one else that... I wonder if that was an accident. He may not have intended on doing it, he just forgot to switch back to mediums after the...
After qualifying, possibly.
Yeah.
I think we've all done that before.
Yeah. Troy... No, good.
Brutal's just maintaining that 8-second lead. He's just so
loving
constant. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just doing what he needs to do, isn't he, really? He's got out a massive lead and he's just holding it now.
Yeah, just going through the motions now.
Yeah, well, he's
probably got a beer in his hand.
His last 3 laps have been in the mid-18s, so he's obviously been partaking in some BBs. Although in saying that, he's just gone purple.
Yeah.
But his tyres are looking very second-hand as well.
Yeah.
Hode's in 3rd. He's a little bit behind, 2.5 seconds off the back of MCDC, but his tyres are a fair bit better than MCDC's. See if he can close up that gap there for maybe a 2nd place. Other than that, not a lot going on.
No close gaps anymore, is there?
No, I think this is where the fuel savings coming into play.
Yeah.
A couple of laps ago, nobody wants to end on no fuel.
just have a...
I actually ran out just on the start-finish line. I couldn't believe my luck.
That's perfect.
Now, I mentioned the gap from Viper to Packer. It wasn't that long ago, it was 9 seconds.
9
He's
seconds,
got it
yeah.
down to 6.5 seconds now, so he's
yeah.
holding the purple lap, which you would expect.
Although he is
Soft
definitely chewing through those tyres, eh?
Yeah,
they're down,
about 2.5 laps
they're down
to
a
go.
third. Yeah.
Rudolph's out to a 9-second lead now, so maybe he's finished his beer.
Yeah.
Back driving with two hands again.
I mean, it's like his spinach. Have a quick drink, makes him even faster.
Neil took the last chicane a little wide, opened the door for Slippery Eel. He just scooted on by.
Oh, he's going to have a go.
He just took it back.
Oh, he just.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Neil's
for
like,
there.
"Hey there, sunshine.
Oh,
Get back there."
around.
No,
Oh no.
Oh, that's going to allow Packer past. No, that's unfortunate for Viper there.
This is a problem. Yeah, see, it's because he's caught up to the other two. Yeah, you get a little excited. This is it. I do this as well. You're coming up, you're going, oh, they're just in. I can get them, and then you don't because you spin.
Yeah, and I mean, and obviously Viper's got the pace. He qualified in third for this race, so very unfortunate for Viper.
He's been unlucky
Couple
with
of
a couple of
mishaps,
spins.
and it's put him right at the back, unfortunately.
Gee, Slippery Eel's just. He might be fuel saving. He's getting quite low.
Really?
I don't know if he's going to make it.
Actually, have a look at Boz's fuel. He's already flashing red.
Yeah, you can normally still get another lap out if you're flashing red.
Yeah, he's probably the worst on fuel at the moment. Oh, Troy's a bit low. Oh, who is that? Hodes is. Yeah, they're all pretty similar, really.
Yeah.
They may get a lap.
God, Brutal's 10 seconds out now. Welcome to Div 2, Brutal. I'm in Div 1.
Yeah, well, he's driving injured tonight as well. His missus got him on the shovel, obviously doing some gardening or something like that today, and the poor precious fella has got a blister on his hand.
Pushing through that pain, maybe it's just made him grit his teeth and go faster.
He did actually go and buy a set of gloves today. So it could be the gloves. Maybe the gloves are making all the difference.
Sure.
You know, he's
actually this wheel. I think he's doing really well with the new wheel, right?
Yeah, he's got the Logitech direct drive wheel, so no more rattle and shaking of the old Logitech, which I know you're familiar with before you got your new wheel, Sugar.
Yeah.
Rattling and carrying on when you hit the ripple strip or go off on the gravel.
Yeah, that's right.
Still a good wheel though. A lot of us have used it, and I know Brutal. He's been on it for about 8 seasons. So
I think that's what I think it was the G29, and that's what Alatad's got.
Yeah, good wheel. Unfortunately, with the dogs in our house, the potentiometers in the pedals didn't like all the dog hair.
Oh, right. Alright.
Brutal.
Brutal's on the
Kev
last
just went around.
stretch.
What happened there?
Oh no, Gimpy was doing so well. Oh, and he's got a half-second
And a
penalty.
half-second penalty. He already had the half-second penalty before he spun
Oh,
it.
did he?
Oh,
And he
yeah.
spun with dirty tyres again.
Oh, has he? Let's see that one.
And
Brutal's on the last chicane part.
I'd say that might not have been a disconnect. Yeah, well done, Brutal. Two
Well
from
done.
two.
Just,
And
that was an impressive race, that one.
yeah, and there was really no doubt, was there, that he's
Right.
11 seconds.
Yeah.
Good drive, good strategy.
Well
yeah,
done, Mac.
MCDC second, Hodes in third. Good drive by those guys too. Wrestler comes across the line in fourth. Troy in fifth. Carrot brings home the super in sixth. Another super, Hammy.
Neil and Boswell are having a bit of a battle just on this last chicane.
Oh, Neil's run deep.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he's been
reset. Oh, no.
So he lost an. Oh, and Packer's got a half-second penalty.
So what, will that be a 1 second at the end after the...
Yeah, probably would be, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll...
So in the end, there was a really good fuel saving from everybody in the race.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, the one stop didn't quite work for Packer, but he didn't come last, so...
But a great race for Brutal in the Genesis.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'll won't hear the end of that next week.
We can see him, he could work his way up Div 1 now.
Yes, correct.
So next week, we're in the Mazdas.
That's right, we're in the Mazdas, and for the first time, well, that I've been around, is we're running on sports tyres, sports softs.
It's going to be exciting.
Even the dogs are excited.
Yeah, they're like, sports tyres, no! Yeah, so that should be interesting. We're Blue Moon, what's it called?
Moon.
Blue, yeah.
No, Blue Moon. It's got some, it's probably not an overly long track, but got some really high-speed corners and straight, so yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun little track to drive, and even though the little Mazda hasn't got a lot of horsepower, it'll be different on the sports tyres. And something to note too, the Mazda and the Group 3 series are separate championships this season as well, so you can take part in either or, and it won't affect your position or on the leaderboard for each series.
That's right.
However, to be crowned the king
overall
of season 18 champion, it's combined points. So to take out the title, you still need to race in both series, but you have the option not to.
Yeah, I reckon that's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. I think we could have a situation where we'll have where you could be racing in split one and one championship and split three in another.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
So that
way to mix it up.
We'll see how it goes anyway. All right, too easy. Well, thank you very much, guys.
All right.
Thanks to Hammy for hosting that one. We got through it in the end, and I'm sure everything will run smoothly next time.
Yeah. So until next week.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Cheers.